Okay, don't look at panels, yeah. So don't look at us, don't look at Naveen. Very good. I will give you a topic and I will give you a minute to think on the topic. I will give you a signal to start. Take it, 10 of you, 10 minutes. Yeah. You are free to do whatever you want. I will disturb you. Unless you are so chaotic and ISI will not let me enter once again in this campus, I will not intervene, whatever. And you can discuss, you can talk, there are no rules as such of how you conduct. It's all left to you. Naveen, would you like to read out the traits on which you are going to assess them?
So much.
This week,
See, though they are not mutually exclusive, but still, if I consider major 5 areas on which you would be assessed, first area, any guess, would be communication. Second is obviously what you are saying. First is whether you are saying and how you are saying. Second is what you are saying, so content. Third is the reasoning part of it. What is there in your mind? Why did you say so? Etc.
Can we have some papers, please? No, we called for papers. Paper, no.
Sada. Maybe we can tear it off by half and then give.
Other paper lagbe.
The fourth is leadership, and the fifth is your general attitude. But don't be very conscious about these points. Then you will not be performing spontaneously.
You can just keep it in your hands. So ready? All of you are ready? You are the judge. Let me open my stopwatch. Here you go. Digital India, pros and cons. Usually the second part is not given, but I've just given you. Discuss the impact of digitalization on India's economy and society. You have about a minute to think on this topic. I'll give you a signal to start. I'll also give you a signal when your time is going to be up. As you can see that this topic comes under general awareness topics. You may start.
So digitalization is a pan-world effect that we have been seeing in this last 20 years, 20 to 30 years. So in this digitalization, the world is connected in form of various modes like internet, and world is like a global village. we have seen the information exchange, the transactions, the connectivity, the people whom we had to connect used to take a lot of time, but now it is just in a matter of seconds. This brings us lots of advantage as well as disadvantage. Uh, so I would like my friends to continue.
One of the advantages I would like to state is with the farmer supply society. So there are these websites of e-mandis where they can list the crops they want to sell, their prices.
Little louder, please.
Sir, there's a website named e-mandi where the farmers can list their prices and also the amount of stock they are trying to sell, and this way the retailers can connect to them. This is one of the advantages I think is very important to get them a fair price.
Another advantage is that it is indirectly boosted our tourist sector, because many foreigners especially from Europe, they find it very quite attractive and fascinating that by scanning just a QR code we can send money and or receive money. They don't have to go to bank to take paper money or Indian currency in exchange of their foreign currency. They can directly scan a QR code and purchase the item or the thing which they want to purchase. So they find it quite attracting that, oh, India is developing because this is not developed, this digital India is not as in, because in other countries like Europe, they don't have this system of exchanging money till now.
I agree with you, but recently I had a phone call with a scammer who was asking me, do you use PhonePe or do you use Google Pay? So he was a scammer. So what should we do about it? Like these are
We should be
beneficial.
aware of them. We should have alert mind that we should not come in trap of those scammers.
Yes, but recently we have seen that our Facebook accounts and many social media accounts are getting cloned. In that case, that's a big disadvantage. So you are having nothing called privacy, isn't it? So in that case, how can we deal with that situation? Because most of the people in India are, to be honest, more than 60% are not that educated or highly educated. Who are having smartphones, they doesn't even know what's the function of that. They are having WhatsApp account, Facebook account, but doesn't even know what's the pros and cons of it. So how to deal with that?
Is it the fault of digitalization or the laws, privacy laws?
It's neither. It's neither digitalization or not privacy clause. It's the people's mentality. They are causing scams to earn money. That is different matter out of the topic. But many of these cyber boot camps, many of the cyber awareness programs are there. As my friend said, that websites are getting cloned. But it is an easy way to note that, to differentiate that the difference between the websites just by seeing the domain name. Being an IT professional, I know that. Everyone must also know that instead of facebook.com, you are seeing tinyurl.xyx.com. So this is a different thing. Means you are websites will be cloned. People must be aware. So people will try to fraud you, but you must be aware.
As you very much rightly said that people should be aware, this awareness is amongst us who are educated. What about the people who are not educated enough?
People.
Yeah, there are
Well,
people who don't.
literacy rate is increasing day by day in India, I think. So it will decrease.
Yeah, so that is a gradual process. But can the scamming be stopped?
Basically,
Yes,
here I
that's
just
the
wanted
question.
to tell one thing that yes, nowadays the crime rate in the cyber world has become increased. But the thing is that the government are also trying to increase decrease this kind of rate by conducting some cyber security boot camps and also the
Advertisements.
yes, advancement of the technology.
Advertisements.
Advantages also no advantages of
And also
technology is
here
also
could-
there because they are using some kind of software that will detect the fake calls and also this kind of things.
Absolutely.
But the main thing is that our motive is to lead this kind of our digitalization to the profit. How these kind of things are going to increase our economical boost to India.
Well, now here I would like to add one thing. You say very rightly, but the thing is, aren't they putting the common people into compulsion? Very recently, we have come across something called in Jio and Airtel have increasing their recharge prices. So what about that? We are being compelled to do a recharge of so and so packages.
But sooner or later, digitalization has to happen,
Yes.
right? There is no way around it.
Related
From
to
a broader
digital
perspective,
reality.
digitalization will mostly bring efficiency, and it will
It's
not
easy
just
to
reduce
use
the
all
costs
the
of
companies.
various functions, but it will actually make the things more centralized, and it will make the things more safer for the public.
But
And
as she was
friends-
saying that illiteracy is reducing, illiteracy is increasing, that's what you said. So I would like to say that, but all the scammers, they are also getting educated, that's why they can scam people. So what about that?
I think
How do we
government should make
differentiate
strict
this?
policies.
How government should make all this?
See,
Because
there is
are
a point
50,000
of pins and passwords, right?
Yeah.
People should know about simple things. Pins and passwords, that's what you don't share. Your username maybe can be used somewhere to like get your data. But
Then
your
again-
pins and passwords, that's what the government should focus on educating the people about.
If you
Well,
look
again,
at
we are
scammers,
returning-
scamming, then you should also know that how you should avoid with scams. Like you should never share your OTP. Like he said, you should have a strong password.
I would like to interrupt here. Then again, we are coming back to the same place
Yes,
that it's a
and-
gradual process, and
I
people
would
are
like
not
to,
that literate.
I would like to interrupt everyone.
Yeah.
So the main topic is
Digitalization.
digitalization and economy. Okay.
Yeah.
So talk about IT boom.
Yes.
That happened in our India. That happened in the global. How much jobs it created? You can
Just see after digitalization, before
How-
10 years back in India, there is not so much boom in the IT sector. How much after this kind of digitalization, how much IT sector has boomed and how much revenue is generating on the behalf of Indian economy?
Well, in that case, we have to also look at the agricultural sector or the farming sector, which contributes to around 40 to 45% of India's economy.
Yes, that's absolutely fine. But the
That
thing
is-
is that after digitalization, the amount of money we are getting from this kind of industry, that is bigger now. It is
And even
facing
the
a
money
huge
being saved,
yes.
not just obtained, but
Yes.
saved due to digitalization.
And
Suppose
some of the-
you don't have to travel somewhere, you don't have to stand in a queue somewhere. That is man hours being saved, which could be invested elsewhere.
I am saying that just see the railway reservation technology after digitalization. If you want to take a ticket booking after before the 5 years,
It also
then
said it UTS system,
yes,
like
UTS
for
system.
local
Just
trains.
wherever you want to take the
Just
ticket,
like-
you just click on the internet and do. Just your ticket is done. Not even
Again,
over
the
there.
same question: how many people can access that?
No, most of the people who are going to take that and for the long tour journey, they are all ticket from this kind of
No,
Tell me.
I said it
I,
for local
I
trains,
can
like UTS
I can
system.
vouch for that. Tell me number of people whom you have seen without smartphone.
yes.
Yes,
Contribute with
yeah,
that.
I'm
That
telling you
is
something.
percentage is really
Even
less.
I can
festival
give you-
vendors are now using QR code.
And also
Yes,
the-
I can give a statistical data of 2020's report of Times of India stating that the total number of farmers in our country, it's almost 70 to 75% of farmers who doesn't even have a proper network connection.
Oh, yes.
Forget of smartphone. Network connection is not there.
I
But
would
that's
like-
why Jio is trying to build his new setup in the all over, and that is
That's
our
why
more
digitalization
investment.
But I
is
think
important.
you should make it.
You have one more minute.
I have a question
Very-
for you. You asked the number of people without smartphones. I want to know the number of people with smartphones who know the correct usage of smartphones. So I think that is where we are lacking.
Forget it. In our families, we all have educated members. Let's consider our grandparents or our parents. At times, they comes to us saying that how to use this, how to use that app. Don't they come? They are graduates, they are masters, but still
But
they are
on the
coming.
behalf of them, we are doing their job now.
For
But I
them,
have seen the government itself is quite cooperative. For example, on the metro, one day I was struggling to recharge because they were saying I had insufficient balance, although I did. So I went to the metro, like the police.
Your time is almost up.
He guided me to the particular place and they assisted me to get the
And
job
which you
done.
said about our elders, for them this technology is new, so they will require some time to adapt to the changes.
Yes, I just want the last point, and I'm trying to the last concluding point that whatever you tell in the digitalization of India and you find out the so many cons, and I will agree with it. But the thing is that it's a gradual process. It will start it, it will gradually increase its efficiency, and it will reach a certain place.
I think just
Your time is
digitalization.
up. Thank you very much. Please keep sitting. Big hand. So to the audience, how did they do? Pretty good, right? Very good. Naveen sir, are you ready? Okay, so Naveen sir needs a minute. And so yes, all of you did quite well. Did you find the topic very difficult?
No, it was very relevant.
It was relevant.
In fact, it was too big.
It was too big.
Yes, we can't finish our discussion.
You can't finish your discussion. But did you give some very good points? You did not give some very good points. That is what you are saying. Not much.
Some were
Did they give very good points? No. They diverted from the topic. The points were not very impactful. Yeah.
Was like beating around the bush.
They were beating around the
Some
bush.
like scammers,
Right.
some were like farmers.
Beating around the bush. That is too harsh. They were doing a great job, but you see, where your knowledge, your awareness, and your reading makes a lot of impact. Where you can quote in this kind of this particular Security Act of India 19 so much or 2000 so much talks about digitalization. You can also quote from, different, makes major impact. And of course, these are very informative, like Kisan, you talked about it. But if you had mentioned the website on where the Kisans are having that would have impacted. So what I was seeing is that yes, very good discussions, very good communication skills, all that is good, but some more of knowledge around general topics. Is it? Over to you, Naveen sir.
First, let me mention to the entire house here, including all of you participants, as the rest of the house who would be here next. My minimum is 25 out of 50. So all the 5 parameters, communication, content, reasoning, leadership, attitude, they have all got minimum 50. So I've given 5 out of 10 as a liberal person, irrespective of whether they have opened their mouth or not. Okay? So whatever I'm going to say, you should minus in your mind 25, and that's the actual point that you have got out of 25. So understood? So I'm going to mention the marks out of 50. In your mind, you take 25 out of it, and then the remaining you have got out of 25. Because 25 is because out of so many of them, you took the initiative, came up here as brave souls. Okay, so once again, round of applause for all of you. All of you have done pretty well. Just if you now mentally rehash whatever we have seen in front of our eyes. Who do you think actually acted as a leader? The central person, right? The green boy. Yeah. Not only he acted as a leader, but I think he also made quite a few good points. In fact, if you see the number of times he opened his mouth, either to give a point or to restrict the rest of the team on a topic, etc., I think that's the reason why even in my case, he has got the highest. He has got 39 out of 50. Who do you think is almost neck to neck? Yes, you're absolutely right. I think you should be sitting here. So for the next, you come here and sit next to me. In fact, let me now tell you, I have given her one more point because of the poise that she showed. She had all the points she could have led, initiated, but she kept quiet for the first 2 or 3 minutes, and then she started speaking. And whenever she spoke, the rest of the team took note. Did you notice that she was speaking without any interruption? No one interrupted her because the team realized that she is going to speak sense. So here, Audrija has actually got 40. Okay. Srijan has got 39. Audrija have given 40. Now, obviously, this is very personal.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
So you see, from the point of view of us recruiters and moderators, it is actually not a very difficult job in coming to a conclusion. And we are all unanimous. So in a 10-minute GD, I have to select 2 people. 39, 40. My work is done. All of them tried, all of them spoke very well. But so unanimous, you people are also giving your opinion. So it's very easy for us to decide. It's not very difficult for us. We will sit quietly 10 minutes, 15 minutes, listen. Finish. Actually, he is doing a lot of hard work around this. But for us, just listening for a few minutes and we'll decide. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Who do you think is could have been among these 2? That means who is the number 3?
Right from third.
The white. Okay, good. Almost there. So, according to you, it is Upasana or is it Arush? I have given to Arush. Arush obviously has spoken less than Srijan or Adrija, but his throw of words, the choice of words, the kind of convincing that he was trying to make about others, that look, actually this is the way to look at it. 2-3 times he actually acted as a leader, though he didn't initiate, but he was a leader, right? So I have given him the third marks, third highest. And Upasana is the 4th. So to Arush I have given 35, to Upasana I have given 30, Arush 36, Upasana 35. And rest all are in the indifference curve. You're all at 33. Right? Fair? But again, this is not to, judge who is first, who is second. Learn from each other. This is, I'm sure, for how many of you, this is the first GD in your life?
Oh, quite a lot.
Great. First GD in your life.
That's great.
And so much to learn. I know if we have a repeat in this group will ace. Everyone will be, I think, 40 and above. I'm sure. That's it.
So the best way to do is in your colleges, form groups and practice this. This is an extremely very good way of not only practicing your GD but improving your communication skills. It will help immensely in your interviews. Yeah, Naveen, anything else?
That's it.
So, thank you so much. One big hand for the Brave Hearts. We have some chocolates?
Yes, yes.